All right, guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Chris's Sports Corner. Guys. First of all, hope you guys will catch me doing on Twitter during the game, man. I was sending out some stuff and then I kind of slowed down a little bit because I really got into this game. But like I always say, man, if you ain't hit me up on Twitter, the link down below, as well as the merchandise. We got some new cool stuff on there, man. That stuff on there right now. Fire, man. Fire. Some merch. So check it out, man. Let me know what you guys think. All right. Like I always say, man, make sure you guys are hitting that like button, that subscribe button for me, and I really appreciate it. All right, so let's talk about it, man. Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Houston Rockets. OKC, they came up a little short. Now, first of all, let's just give OKC credit for being it. No one had them there. Let's not fake it. Let's not fake like no one thought OKC was gonna be this, gonna make it that far. Let alone take the Houston Rockets, who is a title contender, a real title threat, a real threat to get out of the West. To take them to 7 games and come down to the last second. So, first of all, man, you can't say enough about the effort, about the grittiness, the griminess, the way that they played. You know, they played a lot bigger than they played well beyond what was expected of them. I mean, this was a heck of a game, man. So shout out to them. All right, so some things I noticed, though. I think Chris Paul just started to run out of gas at the end because that last play, I watched it. First of all, that last play was just horrible. Chris Paul, you go get that ball. Like, it's like the play wasn't designed for him. It felt like he was kind of going through it. I don't know if he ran out of gas because if you notice, a couple of his shots late start falling short. When that ball start hitting the front of the rim, that's legs. It's wearing out. And I think that 7-game series wore him out. Towards the end, I don't think he had much left in the tank. Also, let me say this. Now, first of all, before I say this, I'm a fan of Steven Adams. I love some of his hustle where he was all on the floor. I love that. Y'all know I'm a big fan of hustle. You give me five guys that hustle and work hard, sign me up. But let me tell you, the way that he just did not impact the game from even with his size, didn't feel like it really impact. It might have deterred, but it felt like he could have a much bigger impact on his game, man. I mean, like Covington jumping over him, man. And shout out to Covington. This first of all, give Covington all that credit. But I'm saying, like, if you 7 feet tall, you got to go get those, my man. But then, he tried to post up one time. That didn't work. You heard the announce. That ain't really his game. So he can't shoot threes. He can't post up. What can he do? He can rebound. Well, they pretty much rebound over him. So it wasn't that. And Houston ain't a big team. So I just thought that he could have more of a presence in his game, especially when they needed big rebounds, and he just couldn't get them. And again, but I don't want to throw too much shade on the guy. He definitely gave it his all, but it was a little bit lacking there. Also, that group is young, man. Schroeder, Gilchrist, they're gonna grow a little bit. They're gonna grow. I thought they pat on the back, man. They definitely overachieved. They're gonna go home feeling like they got a future now. I don't know if Chris Paul is part of that future or not, but they definitely got a future. I don't think Chris Paul I think he still got some time on that contract. I'm not sure. He looked up his contract lately. I know he got traded, so I think I know he on that contract. So, but with that being said, man, shout out to OKC. Because they played their butts off and they made that way more of a series than anybody expected. All right, so home to the victors. To the victors go to spoil, the Houston Rockets. First of all, what's the guy name? Covington. First of all, you always give credit to PJ Tucker. You always give credit to PJ Tucker because of what he does. His numbers might not jump off at you, but if you look at what they ask him to do on a nightly basis, that guy's solidified. He's just a baller. And sometimes a baller might not mean you're going to get 30, 40 points. It might mean you got to go guard the biggest guy on the other team all night long. So, yeah. So, also, I want to get Eric Gordon. That's another guy. who stepped up tonight. And he's a guy that you got to, he can get going. When Eric Gordon's one of those guys that when he get going, that's hard to stop. Because he's one of those guys that can get streaky, man. He can get going, not necessarily, I won't say streaky like he on and off, but when he really start feeling it, it's good luck trying to slow him down. All right, so as you notice, I've talked about it. Everybody got coming to them too. I'm coming to them too. James Harden. Let's talk about James Harden. Not a good scoring night. Now people gonna continue to throw up this thing about, you know, he's shrinking game sevens and blah 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 and all that. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They got the W tonight. No, he didn't have a big scoring night. But who made the play of the game? See, that's the baller. I'm gonna give him all the credit there. Cause that's a baller. Cause he could have sunk his head because he wasn't scoring and be like, Cause how many times have you seen players see guys at the 3-point line and flinch at them or act like they're gonna run and do something and don't make a full effort? So you give James Harden his credit for giving that full effort. And that was the player of the game. That right there was the player of the game because of that fact. That he had every other option, but he didn't quit. He went out. He played defense, something he's really not known about, but his defense is actually getting better, and people ain't talking about it that much. His defense is getting better. So he made the play of the game. So James Harden, you know he didn't score like crazy, but sometimes that ain't what you need. His guys did the scoring. He just made the play. See, being great is making the play. Nobody talk about all the other shots in the game. Just talk about that one shot by Jordan, right? It's the couple big shots you talk about. It's the big plays you talk about. When you talk about LeBron in one of those finals games, they ain't talk about all the points he scored. They talk about that block he had. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it ain't about how many points, it's about making the play, and that's what the greats do. Russell Westbrook. Russ is, to me, is still finding himself. He's coming. He's coming. He was a little bit more efficient tonight. He was a little bit more aggressive tonight. He did miss some easy ones there, but he's still fine. He's working himself back into shape. And you know, round 2, they about to go against them Lakers. So it's going to be good. Hey, I ain't going to talk about it right now, baby. I'm going to do a preview. I'm going to give you my predictions tomorrow. So make sure y'all be on the lookout for it. Right now, I don't want to take no shine off the Houston Rockets. They just fought a heck of a fight, a heck of a battle against the OKC Thunder. So with that being said, guys, please like, come subscribe to the channel. Until next time, you guys be great. I'll see you later, man.